Good morning. So today we're going to talk about a very interesting story. It is about the Tower of Babel, or Babel, or Babel. I'm not quite sure of the name, how you pronounce it. But this story is very interesting because have you ever wondered why so many people speak different languages? How many languages do you speak? I know I speak one, and my language is English. But I am working on speaking a second one, and that's Japanese. Now, all over the world, there are many different ways you can say hello. I only know maybe a few, but I'll share a couple. In Spanish, you can say hola, which means hello. In Italian, ciao means hello or goodbye. And in Hawaii, aloha also means hello and goodbye. But before we get into languages, I want to take you guys on a little fun trip. Because the Tower of Babel is a story about a large tower that many men made. Now, this tower was really tall. Now, today there are a lot of tall buildings. And even back then, there were tall structures made. Let's go back and let's go on this trip so we can see these towers and these amazing creations together. Alright? Put your seatbelt on. Let's go. So what did you guys think? Pretty amazing, huh? Pretty fast to travel around the world. But you can see there were a ton of man-made buildings. But who gave us this ability to create these buildings? It was God. And we must give credit to God whenever He deserves it. And that's always. Now, about the story. A long time ago, many men came together and wanted to build a big building to heaven. So they came together and they started building and building and building. And one day, God decided to come down. He actually looked around and he saw this amazing creation that these men were putting together. But was God happy to see the amazing thing that these men created? No. God was actually pretty sad. Because he noticed that each man's heart was very selfish. And for themselves. They thought if they can create a tower to heaven, that they can do anything without God. Now, I don't like that at all. We need God in everything that we do. We need Him in our accomplishments, in our failures. Every second of our life, we need God. No matter what we accomplish, we give credit and the glory to God. We must never think that we accomplished anything by ourselves. So God saw this and He decided to put a stop to this. So He figured, I'm going to confuse these men. These people. So they can no longer communicate with themselves. So, just like that. I was speaking the same language with someone, then all of a sudden I was speaking English, they were speaking Japanese. Can you imagine the look on each other's face when we're just sitting there talking and we're like, what is he saying? What is he saying? So, what happened? They were all confused. And then they found people that spoke their language and they came together. And this completely disrupted the progress of the tower. So, English gathered with English, Japanese with Japanese, Italian with Italian, Spanish with Spanish, and so on. So they all came together and decided to go their own way. Because they couldn't continue building this tower without communicating the same language. So do you understand the story and the message from what God is trying to tell us? The very reason God created us is to love Him because He first loved us. What are one of many ways we can show God that we love Him? Be thankful for everything that we have. And no matter what we achieve in this life, that God receives the glory. And that we did not do this on our own. No matter how big, no matter how small, God had given us the ability, and He deserves the glory. Now, I'm not saying nothing's wrong with building things. We can build things as high as we want. but we must never be selfish in doing so. So if you like Legos, build Legos. If you like blocks, build blocks. As long as it's in the glory of God. Well, I hope you guys like this message today. Again, it's with the Tower of Babel, or Babel. See what I mean by the language? How we pronounce it? But I hope you understood the message and that we should always give thanks with God. Hope to see you next week or next time. Alright? Bye-bye.